What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear in crew here. I can't make without coughing.
We made it.
Excuse me. Guards of Strahd, episode 7, chapter 2.
Thought that was going to be the end of CaptainRoBear right there. Laid low.
So close. It almost got me. Almost got me. Happy Sunday evening, everybody. I hope you're all warm, safe, snuggly, and ready for some gothic horror. Because we are. Let's get right into the thick of it where we left off last week with the Mists opening. You guys made your first contact with the Vistani. After making brief friends with a man named Ludwig, you guys learned a little bit about their culture and a lot about love as Eros got down on the dance floor, the rest of you enjoying the warmth of their campfires and possibly some commerce and trade if Ch2 gets coin, Ch2 has wares. However, the moment you were introduced to their matriarch, Madame Eva, there were some strong truths shrouded in mystery, all eventually leading up to a few facts about the compass that Davlin had. That is until Davlin reemerged from the forests in skeletal form along with his horse and 2 skeletal minotaurs. You guys engage combat as the Vistani literally biffed out into the mists. And upon vanquishing those undead foes and laying Davlin to rest for the final time, you guys saw the mists open up, showing a cave on top of mountains in the distance. However, before we can get to those mountains, we need to go ahead and roll some loot. I need some Price is Right music, like da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Just know. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, too many wah-wah-wahs out there, man. Way too many ones out there. Yeah, but we gotta do the thing, and let's go ahead. Have I given you guys permissions yet? That's the question.
I think you were working on it because I noticed that some things appeared up in the top corner.
The fun thing about when I say I'm working on it generally means that I'm thinking about not writing it down and not doing it, and then being like, oh, like, missed another one. Let's see what
It was there. It's gone now on the rollable tables.
I see random magic item rarity by level.
I know. Okay, you see items. Rarity by level?
Yep. And magic items. Yep.
But you don't, Drake.
I did before. I do not see it this time. So last session I saw it. I wanted to ask you if you're going to give it to us. And now this session I do not see it.
Well, Drake, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I was going to ask you about it because I was like, I can click on it now. I was excited because I was going to ask during leveling, like, oh, are we going to get to do that?
Okay, so you see DMG roll tables 40. What about you, Hyra?
Where am I looking for these things?
Rollable tables.
Rollable tables.
Right.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I see them. I just didn't have it expanded. You have it under that. Okay.
Yes, I do.
I'm being a derp.
Random magic items and rarity by level.
Let's go. All right. You guys will, since we're level 5, go ahead and pop out the level 5 through 10. You'll be able to keep that static on your screen. Remember, if you need to minimize it, you can double click the bar at the very top.
There we go.
And then here's what I would do. Go ahead and just pop out. Actually, no, there's too many too. Can you see here? Can you pop out a chat log? Okay, there you go. Here's what I would suggest you do. Right click chat messages.
Opt out.
so it comes out. Leave that perpendicular to your log. So now you can go in when I'm like, hey, you need to, on random magic items, I need you Arcana uncommon. You can still see the roll log and be pulling tables out.
Okay.
It makes you like 5 to 10 seconds faster and really speeds up getting through leveling or looting. First of all, I'm going to need to see at least 10 more people drop the loot emote in here. It's literally what we have it for.
It's the only thing it exists for, really.
It really doesn't get the
one
love.
of my favorite ones.
Speaking of emotes, chat, I'm going to let you in a little secret. We're going to be fundraising for emotes
Giant loot.
very
How
soon.
the hell do you do? How do you get them bigger? What's that
Apparently,
thing?
you use channel points to do it.
Yeah, channel points.
Son of I've got a lot of those. I'm about to be obnoxious.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we have commissioned con art already. And it's a big commission because we're going to get like 20 plus animated emotes. And we're going to be voting on them inside the Discord. So we're going to animate the ones that we have already. And then we're going to add new ones. So I'm super excited. All right. So you guys
You
took
gotta
on.
use bits to do it, not channel points.
Oh, damn. You got to do bits. That's mixer level.
I was like, wait a second.
That is some mixer level shenanigans there. All right. 2 giant minotaurs and Davlin on his horse. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys 1 party poll guaranteed since you guys leveled up. And we're gonna do we'll do 1 for each minotaur. And then I'm going to give you guys a guaranteed rare drop
Nice.
for what's his face, and then you'll do a pull for the horse. So
Nice.
let's go ahead and start with Sigurd.
All right. What do you want me to do? Why is everything going super slow?
Probably something with the weather.
I don't know what is going on right now.
Cap's filling up the roll log.
Okay.
Are you experiencing difficulties, Ramrod? Because looks like you're losing resources.
Yeah.
We're just watching you roll a bunch. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, bunch of dice came out.
I'm speaking specifically to Hyroa. You have NZXT cam up, correct? Okay. Silence. I don't think you guys are the ones that I sent this to. This is so I know what the hell is going on with your machine so I can help you help yourself. So I want everybody to download this right now. We're just going to go ahead and get you guys on this as well. I'm going to send this to the Discord group.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you guys talking about in here? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm fucking out. This is fucking, I feel when I walk into these fucking Discord rooms, I'm like the parent and there's some fucking boy jerking off in the fucking room that's throwing a blanket over him. That's how I feel about fucking Discord fucking threads.
Stay a while and listen.
I'm fucking out of this room. I'm gone.
Download NZXT.
NZXT cam. Yes, so we are showing as level 5. I will reiterate, we are barely playing D&D today. We have been under an ice storm the entire day, so I have had no internet at my house and have not been able to remote go in and change everything over on the overlay today. So you're gonna get what you get today.
Am I installing this right now?
Yes, everyone's installing this right now so I can help diagnose what your problem is.
I didn't know what you wanted me to do. That's my problem.
It's okay. So once you have this installed, then you can give me the readout and then I can just be like, oh, here it is. This is what we need to do. A lot of times when I'm asking everybody PC health issues, it's a lot like a small child that goes, I don't know, I'm very thick. And I'm like, I can tell you are very thick. How can I help? Is it your head, your butthole, your stomach? I don't know. I'm very thick. So I need to find out whether your butt hurts, your stomach hurts.
All right, I'm good with it. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's super light. It's no bloatware. It's exactly what you need to know what's going on in your PC. Any of the big three, CPU, GPU, or RAM, are they peaking? By the way, chat, I'm gonna give you the link. Everybody should run this, and then you'll know what's going on with your system.
Yeah, nothing's peaking on my end.
What are your percentages?
9, 7, 40.
Perfect. Okay. Everything's fine with your PC, so it's a connection issue,
Yeah,
most likely.
The only thing I'm getting is the ping window that you share to me. That lags up for me, but that's probably just internet.
Oh, that's happening to me too. It's like a slideshow.
Yep, that's what's been happening in the last few games. But everything else always works fine. And like the camera everywhere else works. So.
And you have it in a separate browser.
The camera? Mm-hmm. Yes. A separate browser than the VTT or... Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Let's check your connection.
I just realized I did have the Twitch feed up in the back. I just killed that off because I don't need that.
Here's your best speed test.
Doing so much.
While he does the things, Eros, how about you give me some rolls?
You got it. So.
I just wanted to know what I had to roll.
Well, you're currently at like 3 FPS, so.
Oh, am I on the stream feed? I am?
Yes, that's why we're doing troubleshoot things.
Okay.
Hey, a common item.
Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
Oh, 1.
Common Arcana.
Common Arcana. Roll. It's a Cloak of Billowing.
Bro,
Yes.
billow.
Yes.
that's a good one. I would know. I have that.
Cloak of bellowing, the cloak that blows.
Itself. It blows itself.
The cloak that blows itself. That's getting transmuted. Go ahead, give us another pick.
Roll. An uncommon. Let's pull up the uncommon. Oh, D4. Duh. A dose.
Armaments.
Armaments. Uncommon. Roll.
Sword of
Sword
Vengeance.
Yo,
Vengeance.
That
sword of
sounds-
vengeance, eh?
Sounds Vengy.
Yo,
That's dope.
+1 sword of vengeance.
Nice. Roll. Uncommon.
You know what? You know what I was thinking of? I was not thinking of vengeance. I was thinking of vicious.
Yep.
This just has a cursed sword.
Naturally. What I need, what Eros needs for sure.
Yeah.
Something
I mean,
cursed.
Can't be worse than your current weapon.
Uncommon relics. Potion of greater healing. Hey, another potion. I am not going to turn that down. So that's 3 items.
Now go ahead and do a 1d4, and you'll pull this at a rare level. Ooh,
A dose.
rare
So that is
armament.
a
Let's go.
Rare armament.
A belt of hill giant strength.
I think
Which
you
is funny. I
already
think I-
have the
I
belt of
think I
hill
already have
giant
that.
strength. Go ahead, make a reroll.
Oh,
+2 weapon.
A +2 weapon.
Hell yeah. I assume you would love to make your axe +2.
absolutely.
Nice.
Let's shine it up real nice.
Use that cloak of billowing.
Let the wind blow a little bit.
All right. +1 axe? No, sir. We say +2.
Yes, we do.
We call that the plus deuce.
That's strange. I don't drag. Okay. I click and then I drag and drop. Booyah! It's now a great axe +1 +2. Let's go ahead and fix that.
Does it make that a +3 then? Or is this new math?
D&D
I think they
STEM.
multiply, right?
All right. Go ahead and roll with that axe. Let's see if that axe does what it's supposed to do.
That
All right. So you got 6 from your strength. Then we got our proficiency bonus, which is 3 to attack. Then we have a +2 and then a -2
Because I'm
from
always exhausted.
because you're constantly exhausted.
Yeah. That's natural.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Good deal.
Big swing.
Hi, Roa. What's going on in your world over there in 3 FPS land?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Here's a $1 million question for you. Do you have a VPN? Hello?
No.
Okay, no VPN. What's your camera setting? Can you go down to 720? Let's see if there's a chokehold.
I can.
Zero. The blank stare is no.
My mic didn't pick it up, I guess.
No, I mean, he's got a clean bill of health. He's got a brand new PC. It's firing on all cylinders. This is what I believe it is.
As soon as he turned his camera off, my ping preview for everybody all of a sudden started working right.
Yeah. So what we're finding out is that it is NVIDIA broadcast is not playing well with him.
There we go. That looks better than ping.
Does look better.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's NVIDIA broadcast.
That's where I just started making changes, was in broadcast.
Yep. Broadcast is messing with ping for some reason because we've been having a lot of issues.
Yeah, because it was never doing that until the last few games.
Yeah. Well, all right, at least we know what's up.
Okay,
Cool.
Hold. Yes.
Oh, well, she wants her loot. Zero or Hyro, that's what she wants. She wants her loot.
She does. Hold on 1 second. I need to give someone loot before they can go to bed.
It's okay. We'll start on more games.
Give her that wooden pickle.
Unfortunately, 40, we can't use the wooden pickle in that context because the wooden pickle gets used in too many other awful context. I know it was in good faith. I know that I know what you meant. It's just,
of course, everybody takes it bad.
Well, the movie literally does that, and that is the reference with the wooden pickle. So I just want to make it clear that we have to avoid using the wooden pickle in those contexts because we talk about it in the other fashion too much.
Wah, wah, wah. All right, you said you want me to roll?
Yes, sir.
What I heard, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right, so first we roll the 1d5 thingy. Oh, 90, rare.
Yo, good roll on the first pull.
It's going to be a rare armament. Mace of Terror.
Whoa, this sounds like a very Morgan weapon here. This weapon has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 charges daily. We always do. It regains all of them. Holding this weapon, you can make a magic action, expend 1 charge to release a wave of terror from it. Each creature of your choice has got to make a DC 15. In this case, it'll be your spell save, wisdom saving throw, or be frightened for a minute. While finding its way, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, so it's free fear. 3 times a day.
Free fear.
Great for
Spends his
clearing
turn
ads.
trying to move as far away. Yep. Can't make opportunity attacks.
I mean, I like to run away, so this is a good thing for me. I bap them with that, and then they run away from me. I don't have to.
Is this an updated version of fear? Because it says all they do is dash away. They don't even try to attack nothing.
Okay, so in fear for me, how I apply it now is that I basically give you paralysis analysis or analysis paralysis. Okay. It's your job to role play however you want. I make fear more like anxiety. Oh shit, I don't know what to do. And by not knowing what to do, you consume time. So what I do is I cut your movement speed in half.
Mm-hmm.
You can't approach the thing that you can't make the decision about. And you have to lose a piece of the action. And in this case, most of the time, I take away the bonus action and you take away the reaction. If it's a bad guy, since they don't really do bonus actions, what I'll do is I'll take like one swing away or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Sweet.
It's a hell of a first roll.
So, another roll.
Yep.
Uncommon. On the one table. Arcana, uncommon. Eat. 67. Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Yo,
hey, I got one of those.
Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Can you ever have too many?
If I rub them together, does it make it a dose Rod of the Pack Keepers?
You know exactly what happens if you rub them together. Let's see here. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do for you. Since you drew it a second time, in addition, you can regain one spell slot as a magic action while holding the rod. Go ahead, and this Rod of the Pack Keeper is going to be able to give you 2.
2. Okay. I will update the current one I have to say 2 charges. Okay. Sweet. Come on.
Camera seems to be much more better now.
Okay. Notated, so I don't forget to do that. All right. One more roll. Oh, 99.
99.
All right. What is it going to be on?
Okay. Here's the question. Do you have to roll 100? Can you not get a legendary at this level?
Get legendary. No legendary. That's the highest.
Yeah, not at 5 to 10.
Very rare is a 99 or a 100. There's only 2 numbers that do.
Got it.
All right. Armament on the very rare.
Oh, snap.
3 shield. Do you have a shield? Do you use shield?
Yes,
I use the shield.
Damn.
Oh, snap. Okay, so Morgan, I want you to think about how or what you find manifest into your animated shield that you have. Or no, you don't have an animated shield. You have just a regular.
Animated. Only Agrona has animated. Everyone else is regular.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah. Do you take some of the Minotaur's armor and make this? Do you use some bones? Do you do a combination? Or is this
the skull?
You got plenty of time to think about it, but like you can definitely thematically come with something very cool.
I got an idea. I'll write it up and send it to you and come up with something here. I got an idea.
You know what? I'm going to take the time to import a new item. You guys were just on the cusp before like items came out. Let's go ahead and drop a shield. Then we can go ahead and delete this old one. Edit. Old shield be gone. New shield. All right. New shield up. And then we'll drag the plus freaking 3 Wow. What a top pull that is. Morgan
So
goes
good.
to
Ugh.
when we put all this on.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shit.
23 AC for Morgan now. Let's
Oh.
go.
Crazy. That's higher than mine.
Level
Hey,
5,
I'm
23 AC Warlock, baby.
I still get smacked down so much. We'll see if this.
Maybe this will help. Start blocking things.
Maybe this is what Morgan's needed this entire time.
The Cosmos trying to repay back Morgan.
Picks him up off the ground, doesn't let him lay there anymore in the dirt, sobbing. And then you said for this last one, it is a rare for the fourth one.
Yeah, it's a rare pull.
All right. P4 rare, 4 or 3. So implement, rare. Level
Another
2 or 3
weapon.
inspelled weapon.
Heads or tails?
Always go tails. Oh, you roll.
Tails it is, baby.
Let's go. Better than yours.
Well, that's also tails.
That's also tails.
No, it's
Because
not because
my
one's a 0 and one's a 2 or 1.
The fun thing is the coin image for that one is a reversed image, so it's the opposite from the numbers.
Yep, that's why we do the one where it's a dragon's head or it's an anvil.
Yeah.
Let's go. Go ahead and write down on your side that you're gonna have to make up a level 3 inspelled weapon. In this case, I really want you to lean into something necromancy because it's from this loot pool.
Okay.
For sure.
For sure.
All right. Hyroa.
Hello.
Too late. Loot's all gone.
That'll
Loot's
happen.
gone.
7-2.
Uncommon. Go ahead and roll that D4.
4. Relic. Six. I get someone's ointment.
Oh.
That's actually not bad at all.
It smells faintly of aloe. Go ahead and toss me a reroll.
On the uncommon relic, right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, 40, make sure that you make note that that is a potion that you got from a loot pool, because during a day, you can only combine one of each slot. If you get a magical, if you pull it from loot, you can drink that twice in the same day.
Okay.
A wand of magic detection.
Yo, is that just free detect magic?
It is.
Let's go.
Take it. Another roll, right? How many rolls are we doing each?
You do
I
3.
did 3? Yeah.
And then you get 1 is the guaranteed rare.
Okay.
A total of 4.
So this will be number 2. Another uncommon with 69.
69. Nice.
Nice. We're going to go with an armament this time. Uncommon armament of Doom. The old weapon of
Oh.
Weapon
Nice.
of warning.
I'll definitely have that on my belt.
Super. Each subject has advantage on initiative.
You and your allies within 30 feet gain that. And it also magically awakens each of us if we're sleeping when combat begins. Ain't no werewolf sneaking up on us now.
Oh, it's fine. They'll just crit through my resistance.
That is true. That is true. All right. Throw one more roll out here.
Yeah, everybody getting advantage on their initiative rolls. Absolute killer.
Oh, disgusting.
98.
Hey, there you go.
Rare.
Rare treasure.
Let's see what we got here. It's going to be a
Arcana.
Rare Arcana. Letter 8.
The old folding boat, baby.
Folding boat.
One of Tyson Glazier's boats in the bottle. What a classic.
This fits because this is the guy that also has mounts. So he is the guy that's our transportation.
Yeah. Transportation daddy.
And you said the last one is auto
Guaranteed rare, yeah.
and I just throw a D4 for that. See what it's going to be. It's going to be an armament.
What a good pull. Oh, it's either or. All right, heads or tails.
Go with butts. Tails it is.
Let's go.
Look at you.
Pull that frost giant strength potion out.
The guy that dumps that strength is getting all the strength pulls.
It's crazy.
Pop that back in. Pull my sheet up.
I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop it because I'm in the position to be able to do it.
I was doing it right now.
Well, I need to go in there and go into effects and change the effect.
Okay.
So that it gives you a plus 24 instead of 23.
I did all the other stuff, the 3 other items. I pulled them across already.
Let's go. All right, we'll do King Crocs. First pull. Uncommon.
40. It's a good age.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
What?
Armament. Uncommon.
Oh, the old quiver.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll never hurt you.
That is nasty for an item.
I don't remember this quiver.
It
Each of the
holds a
quivers
dump truck
3
full of ammo.
compartments. Oh yeah, it's basically a bag of holding for
holding.
ammo.
Yeah.
Javelins, spears, bolts.
It says you can have like 6 bows if you want to carry them. Pretty good item.
Quiver me timbers. All right. Next piece. Uncommon.
Uncommon Arcana.
Arcana. Survey says Circlet of Blasting.
That's always cool. Scorching Ray.
While wearing this, you can cast Scorching Ray with a +5 to hit. Well. Free burning shit down? We're never turning that down. I will definitely figuratively make a sweet ass bone hat band for myself in that case. Last roll to roll. Ooh, I'm gonna get 2 rare items out of this.
Here you go.
Implements. Good for the party. Let's see.
A second Staff of Healing.
Yo.
Oh, snap.
Diamond Shackles. I don't think I've ever had Diamond Shackles in a game. Dimensional. God bless America. I just absolutely read that. I was like, Diamond Eyes. Dimensional Shackle. I've never seen Diamond Shackles. I passed my eye test, chat. I'm just real tired.
These dimensional shackles now officially have diamond studs in them. That's how I'm
absolutely,
reading it.
100%.
Yeah, they're just blinged out like Paris Hilton 2003.
I would say Sigurd or Eros. Go ahead and put these on. Somebody with the highest strength. Probably Eros.
Eros.
I mean, not put them on, but have them to use.
It's getting kinky in here.
I get the that's a proper use of the wooden pickle. The old diamond shackles. I'm gonna live that one down for a hot minute.
Why the hell is there a werewolf man handcuffed to the headboard over there with diamond handcuffs? Don't worry about it. Just hold on to this wooden pickle.
Just grip the pickle. All right, 1d4 for this guaranteed rare.
Armament.
Ooh. Survey says.
And another spell weapon. Nice.
Ooh. I have to be thinking about something necrotic. I'm gonna go heads. And it's tails.
Tails, baby.
Second level. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Let's go ahead and put this over in game notes for me. All right. Croc. Unspelled weapon. Level 2. Perfect. All right. And party piece of loot. Who's going to roll it?
I will.
Roll that party loot.
Uncommon. What you guys? Is this the one where we select which one we want, or
Yep.
What do you guys want?
What we did last time, implement.
I think we do implements pretty much every time because that's the most party stuff.
Added relics are also party, right?
Yeah, let's do relic. We haven't had a relic this time.
Relic, got it.
Yeah.
Uncommon relics. Here we go. The Mariner's Armor.
That's an odd thing to be in a relic.
You start your turn underwater with 0 hit points. You immediately gain 1d4 hit points. So you just it revives.
So if I get knocked unconscious underwater, I come back to life.
Hey, 40, if you get knocked out in a puddle, you might come back to life now.
His AC would come down like 8 points by donning armor, which is sad. It would bring him back like a life preserver and then expand around his neck because it would get him killed.
Yep, that's a tradable item.
Put it in the boat.
Put it in the boat. Holy shit.
Boat.
Yep, we got some floaties in the boat.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Do you want me to roll Klaus stuff or?
No, because I wouldn't want to have anybody roll loot for me. We'll just have it roll it when he gets back.
I put it in the note.
We all know I roll better than him, so.
This is true. This is very true. I'm going to refill my water because I've already burned through it from laughing so much with the rest of you. I'm going to go ahead and we'll run a quick ad and we'll come back to the story. So we'll see you guys here in just a second.
I also drank too much Celsius and now I must go get rid of said Celsius.
I'm doing 2 cups.
I hope you recover quickly.
I got the idea of what I did with that shield.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Same here, Lunar. I gotta wake up 5 a.m. for work. But only for 2 more days, and then I'm on vacation for 2 weeks.
Oh, good God, Rich. Tib and Fib. Whew. Godspeed.
Ouchies, yeah.
Thanks, Chuggus. We are staying warm over here. Those are the days that you do appreciate working in a kitchen, right, Luna? All those days where you may be hot or you may be too cold, but at least you're not getting snowed on or iced on. 9 ultra marathons? I don't even know what a ultra is, bro. Let alone 9 of them. But I imagine you turn into Ultraman.
You drink like a whole bunch of Mick Ultra while you do a marathon? See if you can make it to the end.
There is a lot of Mick Ultra sponsorship out there in the marathon world. Rather than dealing with the bitch that is Mother Nature. Yeah. I just remember digging holes through frozen ground. Not a good time. Let me tell you what, every day that we were sent off the job site when I worked for my family's nursery business, I will go and grease every piece of tractor equipment that we have. That's a lot of running, dude. That's a lot of running. You were obviously a glutton for punishment. All right. Hyroa, do you want to lead us off with the manifestation?
Oh, sure. As Sigurd is going to see this skeletal horse, and being a paladin of nature, specifically the patron of Maliki, it's an undead horse is clearly against what he stands for, and it's one of the would be one of the monsters he would be oath-bound to slay. So he's gonna collect all the bones up, and he's gonna perform a ritual to sanctify them. And as he does this, he's going to receive a boon from his patron, and you just hear this loud howl, wolf's howl, come from the forest. And you're gonna see this large, it's like black and tan direwolf stride out from the forest. It's gonna come right up to Sigurd. Oh. Look at this, my new friend. My goddess surely blesses me for the work we do today. And this is his summoned steed, as he will now be able to ride around on his direwolf steed.
Oh, this is a big mix and turnaround from...
I thought about it. I had the weekend.
You've been playing ESO?
But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Nice. Direwolf it is. Being from Maliki base, what's the eye color on that direwolf?
They're gonna be like emeralds.
Emerald green, black and tan direwolf. I love it.
Somewhere on Hero Forge, I've already built this thing.
What's their name?
Their name.
I mean, you don't need to, if you haven't thought of one, you don't need to make one on the spot.
Its name will come in time. I'm sure we'll find the proper thing to call you once I find out your qualities.
All right, it'll just be little B and T till then.
I shall name you Fluffy.
Wiggle, wiggle. You will notice that open, gnarly cave off in the distance. It's tantalizing because it's there. You can almost feel like you can reach out and touch it, but the mists give you a picture, but they don't paint a pathway forward. You know that these mists in particular now are out to get you. They have operated in a nefarious fashion. Now, seeing them literally kill Davlin by letting him get lost in the woods, and by manipulating where you can and can't go since you've arrived in Barovia proper. The woods aren't the only way out of here. You can easily walk the tree line of the Slavlich woods all the way back to the gates of Barovia. However, from the mists that still linger underneath this mountain, you can hear one of the carriages coming forward and a lantern light of a Vistani. Friends, it is me. It is Ludwig. As he holds a hand up and exits the mist. You are most impressive. I'll be honest, I thought I was coming back here to see your massacre.
Pay no mind to these beasts. This is our job, our profession. We would be no good if we could not handle but one undead rider and 2 giant minotaurs.
You understand that even when you say that sentence, it sounds ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous is starting to become quite normal for us.
Let me send my condolences. This is how my people stay alive. You probably have many questions. There's a couple of other caravans I hear kind of creaking through the mist. No, go, shoot. There's nothing here to pick up. Truth be told, we were here to pick up the pieces. I will not lie to you. We've picked up the pieces of many that thought they could handle Strahd's mist. I think that you understand now that we have an interesting relationship, no?
I think it is becoming quite clear, yes.
Say so. Can't even hit the damn button right today. Son of a... Croc is going to kick that bag of bones a couple of times, both in character and out of character. Everywhere we go, something's trying to kill us, somebody's not giving us the whole truth, or there's some nasty a bitch sucking fish out of aluminum foil. I think we deserve some answers, Ludwig. You've been right by us, but you left us for dead. And a croc don't forget. I understand, my friend. Let us give a sign of good faith, shall we? He's going to show his lantern is lit. Let us walk together. As he gestures to walk into the mist. I'm telling you right now, I'm not walking into that mist. If that's what you're asking. He kicks Davlin's bones one more time. Looks over to the rest of you.
May not be the place we want to go, Croc, but they at least have light. And being in this mist, alone and left out, I don't have much left right now to really think about fighting yet more unknowns. At least with them, we know we might be able to get some food and some rest for a little bit.
Oh, they gave us food and then they left us. They gave us food and left. That's what they gave us. But I get your point. We're between a rock and a hard place.
They may not be friends, but we can at least shelter for a little bit longer.
At least they're not enemies.
Well, how do we know that? What are they just gonna leave us out here in the mist one more time, just like they did the last? Ludwig said he was coming to pick the pieces up. Why don't you just hand over all the stuff in your pockets right now? Hell, why don't you just cut him in?
You're not wrong. There aren't going to be very many faces here in this country. This town or whatever this place is, domain, that's going to help us. And what little help we can get from them, we should take. You're the one that taught me that.
Klaus, wipe that stupid grin off your face. I don't even want to hear it from you. Morgan, you got a point. Sigurd, you got that fancy new... yeah, that's what that thing does, right? I don't know what. I don't know what the weapon. I don't know what it looks like. What do you manifest it as? Your alert weapon.
Oh, it's the horn. It's a horn of the Minotaur.
All right, you got that.
I could use it as a dagger, but it's a horn.
You try any kind of funny business, we're gonna unleash that son of a bitch. And by son of a bitch, I mean arrows. You hadn't seen him. Are you still in your wolf form? Well, I guess by...
yeah, it would still be, yeah.
Well, a minute would have ticked down by this time, so you would have...
by the time we looted, I would have fallen back down.
He can do that shit whenever he wants. Ludwig looks over and he goes... He has no idea yet. He's never seen you go into your werewolf form. He looks at the direwolf that's next to Sigurd. It is a big wolf. Far be it from me to judge.
This is not the large wolf he is talking about. They have an even bigger one.
I'm not... My friends, I am not...
for flavor, Eros is gonna go into his form just to show him.
Oh God, you will fit right in Barovia. Go.
I can control it.
It just hears their bones like break, rearrange, and like bring back. Oh God! You naturally do that.
This is bear form, not wolf form.
Oh, you go into
So
bear
he's
form
bigger.
now?
Yeah, the bigger one.
Ooh. You would. Does he talk like that?
Yeah, don't piss me off again.
Noted, Bearman.
I might have good dance moves and like to get high with you guys.
That's right. This is the animal in you. We knew a natural born predator. He is your alpha. That's it. He is leader of the pack. Or no, you are the do you want to follow Ludwig or is it sour grapes?
Say that we can follow you, friend. You have not proven to be an enemy of ours so far.
It wasn't
In fact,
his
you are-
choice.
I understand survival, and you are so far the only people in this domain that have shown any spark of life.
Yeah. I can see that you understand the trust. After all, you even kind of sound like us a little bit. Yeah. Like we said before, there's possibly a hinted lineage there. Vistani. Think you would know. If anyone that likes to kiss and tell, it is us. But come. Let the mists work for you. As his lantern lights up. And he begins walking with his carriage into the mist. It breaks apart just enough for you guys to begin to step through. Do you guys follow?
Be cautious, friends.
Always be cautious. We don't trust. We just use the light for now.
Yeah. Just like Shadowmast and his little werewolf problem. We're monster hunters. Don't trust anybody. That'll get you dead.
Trust takes time, Croc.
Easy for you to say. Some of us ain't got somebody on the other side with 9 lives granted to us. Some of us only got this life, Morgan.
But with this life, there's always some light. And Morgan will point to the one wandering away into the mist. Sometimes you have to follow it. Can't be all doom and gloom every moment of the day.
Morgan, I'm gonna follow you, but whatever's in that lantern is the complete opposite of sunlight. I promise you that.
True, but alcohol burns just as well.
You ain't wrong. He's gonna take his flask out and put his hand over your shoulder. Shall we get to burning?
At both ends.
I'd rather not chip myself, but it sounded good at the time, didn't it, Morgan?
Hey, this ain't the swamp anymore. We can't smell that all the time.
This place smells like shit, too. Sigurd, you ain't said nothing. You've been playing with them bone. I turn around and look at you. You can see your direwolf just has a massive femur from that minotaur.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I'm playing fetch over here with my new friend.
Yeah, I know. Get your head in the game. We're about to go to the mist.
I said we should go to the mist.
Oh,
but you
get your ass
concerned.
over here. Now I'm just debating myself. There's nobody even on my side. I'm over here yelling at Morgan into the wind. God damn. Klaus, I said it. If you say one word with that stupid smirk on your face, I will wipe it off. You might as well put that helmet back on. God damn it. I don't want to hear it.
You can't hear anything over all the cookie eating he does from that little cookie pouch he has.
First level spell casting ass.
Very happy when the shit hits a fan that he has a third level one still available.
I know. We gotta. I appreciate all his light of Lathander and all the fireballs and the smiting and the occasionally timely healing. As you guys walk into the mists, it's the first time that the mists aren't telling you what to do. You notice as Ludwig basically leads you through a pathway. Underneath your feet is the crunch of lay down like creek chat. Wherever he's taking you is a clear pathway, and he knows where it is. The mist, it's tight. It's like dungeon crawling. You only got about a 10-foot wide path. And you know not to trust it. Who currently has Davlin's compass?
That would be Morgan.
Morgan, you notice that that compass is absolutely dead set on Ludwig.
Croc, where's your compass points right now? Is it still behind us?
Croc pulls out his compass. Just spins. He doesn't
This
know
one's
his
dead.
head from his ass.
This one's dead set on Ludwig.
Croc points up to his temple and then points towards that lantern. Whatever's in there has got the juice.
More reason to not stay too far behind it,
Indeed.
especially with how tight these walls are. This caravan of theirs must be pretty narrow, or they keep it in straight lines.
I think they got a lot more to explain to us than what they've given us so far. I think that is very clear. I'm going to tell you what, though. We're going to have to find something out here because the fallen star, I can only imagine what Agrona's dealing with right now. I don't really want to lay and sleep with the fish suckers. I know better than trying to set up our own camp out here now.
Oh, yes. That'd be fun.
This is like one of those hunts where you know that you're not the hunter anymore, that you're the hunted. I'll be honest, I've been on plenty of those in my life, Morgan. Some of us that we've shared together. You can only do it for so long before you go crazy.
Like hunting trolls on a new moon with absolutely no light out there.
Yeah. Bunch of that. We're gonna have to figure this thing out. Home base wise. So if it means being nice to Ludwig, sucking up a little bit so we can maybe figure out how to take care of ourselves, I'm here for it.
Morgan will scoot up a couple steps and jump up onto the tailgate of the carriage as the wagon is rolling. Well, if we're going with them, might as well take a feed off for a few seconds.
Ludwig looks back as he's been riding on his carriage. It's about time some of you took up my hospitality. You notice Ludwig's chuck wagon, he's got one that's stocked. Like, homeboy's heavy into cast iron cooking, and that is a fully stocked chuck wagon. Morgan, when you jump up there, the first thing you smell is distinctively smoked beef sausage. It's undeniable. And understanding that this is a place where protein's probably going to be a bit hard to come by, just because everything looks a little destitute. This man's is rocking premium meat cuts.
Ludwig, are you holding back on us? I think I smell some very tasty things that have nitrates in them everywhere.
How dare you say nitrates? Not in these sausages. How dare you?
What?
Everything is handmade.
You salt curing these? Or just...
Can't you smell? I can turn this whole thing into a smoker when I need to.
This is definitely not the kind of quality I expected from Barovia.
Well, that's because I'm not a Barovian.
Where are you from, then? I thought all the Vistani were from Barovia.
Vistani are travelers. We don't lay down the kind of roots that everyone else does. We are travelers. The world is our oyster, Morgan. I will harvest cows from faraway lands. Have you ever been to the Tribord Trail, Morgan?
The name sounds slightly familiar, but I can't place it right now.
It is a beautiful area for produce and livestock. I often visit when we need new strong oxen or delicious decadent cuts of beef. Their sweet corn is something to remember. I only have one last run of blue corn liquor left. Maybe we could break into some tonight when we share truce, no?
That sounds lovely. As long as it includes one of these sausages I think I smell over here.
These are better than those hand-warmed sausages that they get from Icewind Dale. They just want to see the old ladies warm them up. Yes. These are the ticket. Slow smoke.
I normally try to stay. I normally try to stay south of Waterdeep, so anything north of there, the hand-warmed sausages and stuff. Just try to stay away from that.
The Tribord Trail, you say you've been to?
Many a times.
That is like the backyard for me. I've traveled that trail much in my youth and beyond.
Well, that explains it. Then it's to the north.
I promise
don't go
I
up
am.
there. It's cold.
I am far too young to be your father, Sigurd. I'm sorry. I kid.
Perhaps mother was not totally honest with father.
I think your parents were very good. Maybe you were adopted. After all, it's tough to believe that sometimes you are your brother.
That is true. We do have stark differences. I thought maybe it was just because he stayed home and became a guard while I traveled and visited the wilderness.
He is a guard. This makes sense why your friends were talking about those low-level spells.
Yes, he was always more about protecting the walls than seeing to the wounded. He can do it, but he will always take out the intruding forces first. It's his nature.
Not much excitement for a Vistani. Yeah.
As Sigurd is just riding next to this wagon on this giant wolf's back at this point.
So tell me, where does one catch a direwolf so quickly? I never saw it before when you approached. Did you keep it on the forest edge because you thought we would be too frightened of it?
Oh, my friend, that is far from the truth. You don't catch a direwolf so easily, but through my own faith, I have been gifted this companion from my goddess for smiting the hell out of that dark knight that approached us before you vanished into the mists.
Your goddess, you say. She hears you. Even now in Barovia?
I assume so.
Maybe this is why you survived the Slavlich woods after all.
Well, between that and the might behind my companion's sword arms, maybe that giant wolf bear man, he takes most of the hits. I just do the smiting.
He has a large lump on his head. It seems like he takes hits well. At first, I thought it was a horn, but instead I can clearly see this is quite the bruise.
Eros is usually the first into the fray. And while I am a step or two behind him, he usually bears the first cut in the fight.
It looks like the first several.
He is good at it, though. The man
Indeed.
is a testament to his powers. No other man would be standing here talking to us or dancing about your parties if he did not have the fortitude of that one there.
Indeed. So, tell me this, Sigurd. You came here hunting werewolves. No?
That is true.
Did you know that they were leading you here?
I did not. Brother, have hunted werewolves before on the Sword Coast, and never before have we ended up in a domain such as this. It was usually fairly straightforward, but I had no idea that these mists would draw us into this land. This was but a straightforward job for us until now.
It's straightforward. There is no world or road that is straightforward here. Not in Barovia, no.
We are quickly learning that. As much as we would like to finish our quest and seek our coin, it doesn't seem that will be accomplished quite so easily as first impression had led.
You're not wrong.
But if Maliki has taught me anything, it is that nature is not a course charted easily. Many twists and turns, many trails. They are not so much lit and guided, but just an adventure every time. So I try to bring just the faith and the good attitude to whatever lay before my feet.
The man's compass that you have, Dalvin's,
Yes.
I saw him before he was changed. He came to Madame Eva. You must understand, some of our own have a link to the divinations, especially Madame Eva. She can read the fates. Us Vistani, we aren't capable of divining our own, but we can see others. And unfortunately, most do not receive the words that they wish to hear. Though these things are not always written in stone, they are probabilities. Most of the time, high probabilities. Unless you change something to introduce a new fork in the road. Kind of like this one. As he shifts that lantern to the right, and you literally see the pathway forming in front before it even naturally manifests. I don't think that your friend, pardon me if they are not your friend, if they are just another job, didn't receive information that he didn't want to hear. That is all too common.
When desperation takes hold of you, you kind of link onto things. I feel like he may have been a person of great desperation trying to escape Barovia.
There are many. How should I put this? I do not mean to be disrespectful to your brother, who is a firm believer in the Dawnfather, you who puts his trust in Maliki, or any of the rest of you, but if you die here on Barovia, you cannot escape the afterlife. Don't you see? That is why you see the faces that you do. The sunken eyes, the hopelessness. They are all prisoners here in Strahd's domain. I know, it's a lot to take in.
I took it as Strahd was the literal figurative baron of the area, but when you say it like that, you make him out to be much more of a mystical, almost eldritch figure of this domain. You say it is his entirely. As if he holds these people here.
It's the truth. The Vistani, we are good silversmiths, coppersmiths, cooks, weavers, musicians, entertainers, storytellers, toolmakers, even livestock traders. We do this because we travel. And these are good trades of it. We love fiercely. We protect our families against everything. But most of all, we exist here because of our past. With Lord Strahd von Sarovich.
Oh, why is it that Strahd chooses to bestow your people with indifference, or at least not subject them to the fates of the others here?
A persuasion.
And I will D10 that.
19 success.
Oh, then I won't D10 that.
Before Strahd became what he is today, there was a group of my peoples. The family line can be traced back to all of the remaining families that travel together in our caravan. This group of our ancestors, they rescued him from grievous wounds in the battlefield. My people not only nursed him back to strength, but they delivered him safely home. As a reward, Strahd declared that the Vistani had the right to come and go of his land as they pleased. And that privilege extends to this day. There weren't always the mist, is what our ancestors used to say. I have known only such. But to this day, we are the only ones that I know of that can travel freely throughout the fog that surrounds Barovia. No fear of harm or entrapment. God honors his debts. When he became what he is. Many of my ancestors have been corrupted, twisted their minds with whatever is broken in his. That's where you will hear some of my people refer to him as king. Sometimes it just is easier that way. Things have gotten so dire here, it might as well.
That would explain very much to us on why you travel these lands the way you do. And when you say Strahd became what he is, what is that exactly?
Persuasion check.
Nice.
I thought I was hitting that now one for a second.
Is that your final answer?
No, it's not. Now, I will D10. A 7, so 28.
DC was 22.
D6 would have done it. Son of a bitch.
Strahd is a vampire and has been for some time. Everything is helter-skelter here. The dead rise. Strahd is upset. He has a broken heart. but his brokenness is taken out on the rest of Barovia.
This land is going from very interesting to very cursed, in my opinion. You're saying that the ruler here is a broken-hearted vampire tyrant, as it were, that takes his brokenheartedness out on his people.
That's the way he is now. That any time that you live long enough as someone as Strahd has, sometimes you persevere long enough to become the villain. His loyal bloodline was strong, but not strong enough to resist what he has become. He endures now as one of the undead, feasting on the blood of the living. The Barovians, they refer to him as the devil himself. Strahd has taken many consorts to mend that broken heart, but he only knows one true love. As of right now, a young Barovian girl named Tatiana. We don't know what has happened to her, but maybe she is in Ravenloft. That is what he calls his keep. It's named after his mother, Queen Ravonia. Don't intend on visiting anytime soon. Strangers aren't welcome. You have to be invited. Invitation only to even go in there. That's... most that go in don't come out.
I imagine the vampire with that age and with a domain all his own must be vastly powerful. Well, I can say I only know one way to mend a vampire's heart, and usually that involves a wooden stake. I don't think being invited to his keep would be something that I would want to do anyway.
So you are
We're
all
here.
professional monster hunters that have done more than just harvesting werewolf pelts? You see? No wonder he hates you.
Hates us. I was hoping to hear that we have not drawn his ire yet, but
If the mists opened up to you, it can only be one of two things.
I was telling my brother that this was a good opportunity, and now I feel foolish. Drawn into the mists by a master vampire?
I am not that vampire, and you have come
not you.
willingly.
Not you, I mean... the way we got here. It seems to have been a trap from the get-go.
Strahd, he has ruled over this land for centuries. He uses the undead, the wolves, the festering. Even the bats, to lure and keep people into his realm. No doubt has done that to you.
Well, my friends, I think I found out the cold hard truth as to why we ended up here. What we do about it is to be seen. This is now not so simple of a werewolf culling job. And has anyone ever risen up and challenged this Strahd before?
Plenty.
Assume the victors are not counted among the living.
Only rumors for this old soul. And as you see, civilization again, as the mists thin out and you guys can see you're on a road with several other caravanners. Old Svalich Road never fails. I will tell you this much, my friends. Whatever you do, there is a windmill between here and Barovia. Do not, at all costs, explore that windmill. I beg of you.
I mean, you say that to a bunch of adventuring monster hunters. It's hard not to tempt.
I understand, but I give you this knowing that you are. And I respect that. So you should understand that I too respect not going there.
And would you care to part with any lore as to why this accursed
I will
place?
speak none of it, lest I be placed with a curse on myself.
No, I would not want that. We will try to see, unless my companions see otherwise, but I try not to place myself in too much danger on any given day.
I don't know where you come from, but these curses are real. There are some things in this land that are not redeemable. Remember that.
Ludwig, thank you very much for your kind words and your knowledge of this land. For quite some time we were very much strangers in over our heads, but at least now we have a slight grasp on what kind of hellish land we have fallen into.
You're very welcome. I want to give you a gift.
Aye?
He's going to stop his oxen, hop off and go to the back of his chuck wagon. I do not have much use for this. But I believe in you and your crew. It needs to go to a good place. And enough time has passed. I think it would only be fitting if she knew I was helping a fellow traveler. He pulls a lantern down. You are not Vistani. The mist will not let you out. but I can help stop it from consuming you and driving you to madness. She would have wanted me to help someone like you all. Please, take Guinevere's lantern. She was my betrothed. I miss her, but it has been long enough, and her light deserves to be shared.
Sigurd's gonna take the lantern. Ludwig, I can feel the weight on the words and your actions here. We will do our best to carry this lantern on, for I don't think what you did there was easy to do. But I am most humbled that we have risen in your eyes to take this from you. We hope to bring it to a land where it will be free of curses.
No world is free of curses.
You have my word, we will do our best.
Well, friends, let us make camp one more time so that you can get the rest that you deserve.
You
Also,
humble us with your generosity, friend.
you have humbled me here today. I think that I have learned more than that you have. Sometimes, well, most of the time, we do not see travelers twice. Maybe things are changing here.
Have to let you know when you see us a third time, if the fates will have it.
If you make it a third time, I will make my best homemade pierogies.
Well, if that was not inspiration enough to hear that roll off your tongue, friend, I don't know what in this dark land would be, but we'll do our best to see that come to fruition.
Ah. Well, I will do my second best. Who would like to have breakfast for dinner, no?
Absolutely.
He pulls out one of the drawers and there's biscuits that have been rising on the inside. There's another large clay pot that has waffle dough already mixed and ready to go. There's a jug of real maple syrup and molasses over in the corner. Opens up another one of the drawers and there's just some perfectly seasoned pork sausage. You can smell the fennel and a little bit of the majoram. You can see it's been ground through at least 3 times. Seasoning up his skillets and setting up his array. Everyone is going to get the equivalent of a maxed out Goodberry plush chef's treat.
Oh.
It's going to be a pocket. In this case, we're going to add his cooking ability, which is going to be his wisdom, which is going to be a +3 to his proficiency, which is a 5, and then a +1 on what Goodberry would be. So it's essentially an instant consume, 6 hit point when you want to meal. He's going to make everyone a massive kind of max to go, other than even what we're eating, breakfast sandwich. So it's going to have the layers of the pork sausage, the fresh folded eggs over the top, a fresh layer of thick cut bacon on top of that, maybe even some ham and cheese in between, whatever your heart's desire.
Speak fat guy to me, daddy. Jesus.
He's got one thing of corned beef hash going over on the side, as well as shoestring potatoes that he's making into hash browns on the side. Currently pouring out some of that beef tallow over in it. It's got the perfect sizzle on. Small batch of caramelized onions in a bed underneath those shoestrings, just to make sure that they crisp up but don't burn.
I can smell it. It smells so good.
So hungry. Why do you do this to me at 11 o'clock at night?
I just send all my fat, intrusive thoughts to everybody else. You got to remember, I had this 3 times a day for most of my life. It was disgusting, and now I must share it with you. Watching my nephews pick apart things and try to ask what's for dinner, I realized I never had to, because I just got 5-star just every meal.
It was just there.
She had to be so upset or angry to tell us just to eat, cereal. Even then, it was like, she would get out the leftovers. Like, oh, let me get this casual country fried steak out. I'm good, Mom. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to shit myself by second period. Thanks. She gets so angry
today.
I got gym class. They're gonna make me climb. For me, it was always, Mom, it's gymnastics. They're gonna make me front and back roll. I'm gonna throw up. Okay, I was not meant to do that.
It's coming out one or the other.
I hated gymnastics unit. Hated that. Why do I am a giant dude. I do not need to be back rolling and front rolling the size of the gym. Okay.
Hey, you're telling me you didn't do the uneven bars often as a younger man?
The uneven bars. Yeah, skin the cat. Hey,
the uneven bars are the same height as his chin.
Hey, you can tell all the dudes that wind up and are like, I'm doing the balance beam. Okay, that's it. That's what you're getting out of me. Anybody want to play Red Rover here?
I'm gonna jump down.
Yeah,
try not to twist an ankle.
I would always, my dismount was literally the Mario. I would just do the Mario. I would not do what anything else was expected of me. You guys are campsite. At the back tail end of this caravan with Ludwig. Somebody needs to record that they have Guinevere's lantern.
I could throw it on my sheet under notes.
Okay.
So you can't exit Barovia with it, but you can cut a swath through the mists to a degree. The hard part is you don't have the kind of Vistani lay of the land, but you got a compass, you got a lantern, and you have a map maker from the Fae. So I imagine that at some point in time, you'll probably become pretty proficient about it. So,
possibility.
I understand that things were to cut short with Madame Eva. And they didn't necessarily go as planned. I am not as good as Madame Eva. I have much to learn about the divination rights of men. But I have known to been able to roll the bones. If you want me to reach out to Madame Eva and have her perform a reading for you and show you the cards if you wish to see them, I will arrange. Or if you would just like me and feel more comfortable with Ludwig, then I will do my best. As always, I recommend not asking questions you are not prepared for the hard answers for. Living life sometimes with that kind of knowledge can be insufferable.
It definitely was for Delvin.
Delvin sought the answers to something that he already knew. And he died pushing it all the way till the end. Delvin did not heed our caution. And he paid the ultimate price. You see now that death is not the end here, nor is it the escape. I wish the stories of Strahd were the ones that my ancestors gleamed so much about, but I have only seen suffering. I want to believe that you were not sent here to chase werewolves. I want to believe that you are here to change things. You have given me hope. But I understand it is the hope that kills.
Hold on to that hope.
Well, hope can kill. It also can bring great fortune and light with time. All about how it's used.
I will continue to believe in all of you.
Well, from our time here so far, I think myself would feel more comfortable with a reading of the bones than going back to Madame Eva after our conversations with you.
I was afraid that you would say that.
Based upon what we've talked about, being brought here, sent here, whatever you want to call it, the question that's been on my mind is, if we were brought here for a change or for hope, where do we go next? Where are we needed right now? Where can we make the most change?
That's a very good question. Let us eat.
Better to eat while it was warm.
Fill our bodies with this nourishment. Then maybe a proper smoke. Little bit more corn liquor, and then we seek the truth.
Sounds like a fine plan, Ludwig.
Speaking of hope, Ludwig, I got a question for you. Would it be possible to get word back to Dalvin's family back in Barovia that he's at rest now?
I do not know if his family. Do you?
Well, met him briefly at the inn back there.
I see. I can help then.
I'd like to put their heart at ease.
Well, you were the one that did that. Not me. He reaches into the back of the chuck wagon and pulls out a stale loaf of sourdough bread. He begins ripping off small quarter-sized pieces. Just throwing them out about 10 feet, making a small trail. That's when you hear the flap of raven wings as one of them appears. Hacking down at that breadcrumb trail. Ravens here carry the souls of the lost. If you see one, do not kill it. I will send this to the falling star.
I appreciate that.
You see him reach down and he picks up that old crow. You know what to do, my friend. Kind of stares back and forth, looking at the rest of the group. Gets its fill. I know. He pulls out a little quarter size of that beef sausage. And he releases that raven into the air and it begins flying towards Barovia. You will have set that man at ease. He will know when he sees the raven that this is close to the comfort and afterlife as the Barovians get.
Not all are so lucky to get their minds put at ease, so I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions for Ludwig?
You said we were going to rest and eat first and possibly do fortune telling after?
Gonna do fortune telling when there's more people here.
That's what I thought.
No, I said after dinner.
Yes, yes. Well, that's what I thought you said, friend.
Ludwig, well, we've been having this wonderful food. You mentioned you've been travelers. How long have you traveled through Barovia recently?
We don't count things the same way that you count. We don't care. We just do. I have been through Barovia many of times. They are of great need, and they cannot go outside of the mists. It is what it is. It is a monopoly. Other traders come here, get stuck. We cannot. You can imagine they have the same hopes, wants, and desires of any other metropolis.
Have you seen anyone else ever make it out other than the Vistani?
I don't go chasing waterfalls. That's a good way to die.
Ludwig, can I ask you what happened to your betrothed?
Poison check.
You said persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Because I suck at these. I'm going to use advantage card.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll add that 10. Ah! All right.
He's gonna put his hand on your shoulder. They're finally at rest now. I think she deserves that.
I understand.
Mechanically, one other persuasion check can be made in this before it is unaccessible.
Charisma-based character.
What are you saying? Are you saying something over there?
But you
Eros?
need the RP to back it up.
Absolutely.
Ludwig, your beloved. This was her lantern that you are letting us?
Yes, this is Guinevere's, yes.
She must have. You've held on to this for a long time by the looks of it, and what you've said. Is that just for memory, or are you just...
I am not in the business of giving away things or letting loose of things that are useful, let alone one that is filled with good memories. She was a bit of a map maker herself. She was a great navigator. She would have loved to have known that her lantern was in such good hands.
She sounds like she was an adventurous sort.
As all Vistani are born to be.
Would you say that she would go off into the woods with us to chase after this dream? Or would she be more one to stay with the caravan? With
Silly
that type of
question.
adventure?
Of course she would stay with me. Why would she run off with you?
I didn't say with me particularly.
You said with the rest
But
of you.
Well, you said she was adventurous. Go off into the mist. Map a new path.
I don't know what you're prying at, Morgan. But yes, we were two peas from the same pod. All we do is travel. So yes, we loved our time together. And we went and saw many crazy places. That is why the lantern is in your hands now. She can continue to see any more with the rest of your group.
You say she was a map maker. Do you have any more of her maps around here? Would you let me look at them?
Keep things in their mind. She could tell you about spots and villages that you never even looked at. It was incredible. She could give you instructions to go to an inn or a pub. You would know exactly which one because it had a crooked shutter on the left. She would notice these details. It's like she read between the lines. She was so good at divining both the truth and the untruth. Alas, those maps went with her. I only remember the anecdotes and the most ludicrous of details.
What would you say was her favorite place here in Barovia then? The map?
I
Was
don't
it
think
the
it's you
woods like you were
understand
walking?
that it's not because she wanted to, she just did. These maps went in her mind.
But when you make maps, to share, she shared her antidotes with you. And I think of my own self where I would personally just love to draw the edges of the woods and be drawn to all the different paths of the forest.
I told you she liked details. That's what it was all about. The odd things. She was like a map for the unknown. You make maps for the public. Her maps were for the secretive. She read between the lines, like I said. That was her gift. He was good observing.
Sounds like an amazing person.
That she was. That window will close. Unless you have anything to ask of Ludwig.
I honestly don't remember what I'm trying to get to the point of.
What happened to his betrothed?
That was the whole point. You're trying to role play your way into asking, so what happened to her?
My brain just completely blanked there at the end.
Hey, Ludwig, tell me about your dead wife, King Croc asks.
I was gonna ask, was it the map making that led to you
Morgan
being
just wanted
parted?
to see her maps. He didn't care what happened to her. You know, she got some maps.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair.
It's not a bad question that I had to get my ass out of real quick before I gave you the, hey, here's what Castle Ravenloft looks like. No exploring needed. If you guys aren't going to ask me, then it's going to be done.
Well, So Ludwig, what ended up taking your wife from you?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
He lets out kind of an exhaustive sigh. I understand the curiosity in this song and dance. I know you mean well, but I choose to let her rest these days. That is a bit of mental health for me, as it is her. Come, get some corned beef hash. It's much more interesting than my past.
It does sound delicious. I will have to try some.
Why is your brother eating with his helmet on? It is so much harder to do that than just to take it off. Oh,
Do you?
oh. He's gonna look in and he's gonna see he too is one of his eyes is so swollen that it's swollen into the helmet and Klaus can't take it off. He's literally slothed underneath there and it's pressing on his dome.
As much as my brother's head is most likely currently swollen into that helmet, if you had traveled with us for any time as my companions have, they too have asked that question. Before he took as many lumps, they may have noticed my brother does not take his helmet off.
He has all kinds of mechanisms to eat. Straws, long forks. He just refuses to take that thing off.
Not all of us were as gifted with the genes to look like the Vistani. Some of us may need to leave their helmets on.
We've been traveling for some time. I will let you in on a small secret about Klaus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I have said to my friends here before, that our father Svensson, well, he perished years ago in an attack on our town of Tribor. This was just after I came home to reunite with my father and my brother after being afield for many years. This is when I learned he had become a guard and had gone to the temple and learned his holy ways. Our paths were quite different, but in the end, our skills were needed as our town fell under attack, and unfortunately, our father was bitten by a werewolf, and my brother did not have the ability to save his life.
I'm sorry to hear of your father, Svensson. I'm sorry I made such rude jokes without knowing his story.
No offense taken, you could not have known. But I believe that is the last time my brother took his helmet off, was at our father's passing. I don't know if it's as a heaven birdie he carries, not being able to save him, but maybe he just took shelter in his armor. I don't really talk to him about it too much, but sometimes when you lose someone, it is hard to talk about, so I try not to force the issue.
That is the way of oath makers.
Yes. That is also why you will see, possibly why, when in dire straits, my brother, he will be reluctant to try to heal, but more so try to stop the problem before it exists. Why he would see to banish the evil before it can sink its claws into you.
That can sometimes lead to a horrible strategy of taking care of others.
That is why when I fight with him, I see to it that I do not get injured.
Brothers are brothers. Well, let him know this as he points up to the cave on the mountain that's in the distance. When the time is right, that is where you will go. And Guinevere will lead the way.
I do take comfort in knowing that somebody so cherished will have the honor of leading us upon our path of righteousness. Be honored to follow her, wherever her light may guide us.
May her light shine as brightly through the lantern as she did in life.
Ludwig, I know it is hard to talk about what happened to her, but I would also say that don't take shelter in your armor for too long, like my brother does. It might get lonely in there.
We all walk our own paths.
I just hope you have such a charming brother as he has to light the way for you. Lighten the mood, as I do.
I do not, but cooking makes for quick company.
Oh, friend. For you to merely say what you have before us and just use the word cooking is an insult to the word itself. This is no cooking, friend. I've seen cooks. This is masterful craft at work.
You flatter me. I will tell you this. I've let Guinevere go with you all because I see what you're capable of. She deserves to see your handiwork.
Do our finest job at showing her our greatest, our strongest moments.
Well, I guess I cannot delay for much longer. Let's see how strong you really are. And he'll reach for his deck of cards. And that is where we will pick up next session.
Let's go.
You got a little bit. You got a little bit. You know, he's looking, kind of wants a little bit of revenge, but you don't really know. Good RP, y'all.
I wonder if this windmill has anything to do with it.
Fun fact, I don't know.
Fun fact, I don't want to go there, honestly. It sounds terrible.
I mean,
it just tells
As
you.
a player, I do. As a character,
Yes,
I'm
I
like,
know.
nah.
That there lies the crux. You're like, oh, we have to go there. And meanwhile, Sigurd's like, this man knows his shit, and I don't want to go there at all.
okay, my only question is Cervantes the Stani? If so, we don't go to the windmill. Because we know what windmills are like with Don Quixote. That's all.
God, when we had the windmill get brought up in Vecna, radio was immediately, oh, I hope it's not that one.
Jeez.
Most folks haven't been around on the channel long enough to remember what that manticore did to that windmill. We drank a lot more then.
Was this in the Lost Mines?
This was in a like bonus guest episode of Game of Saving Throws, which is just Storm's King Thunder. Yeah. There was a manticore that thought they found the love of their life in that windmill.
Oh,
And
geez.
that windmill was full and continued to stay full, and definitely wiped some players out and got prone before they figured out what it was. Very much like a Ghostbusters 2 Pink Ooze scenario, but it wasn't.
Oh, look, speak of the
There he
devil.
is.
He shall appear.
Raises his head.
There's only so many
Manticore?
times when you can get yourself covered in manticore. That was one of them. Go back and find that VOD. Yeah, baby. We're gonna read some cards. We're gonna do it Strahd style.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
I liked it. I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. Madam Eva. I'm gonna have. It gives you multiple options of like who can read your cards. I'm like, dude.
No, that bitch abandoned us. I don't want to talk to her.
Yeah, she is kind of a see you next Tuesday. I'm sure she'll come up later.
Yeah.
What could go wrong going behind her back to get a fortune told by somebody else in her caravan? Nothing could go wrong here.
Well, it's not behind her back. You can do it. It's just they're,
Okay.
she's better. Probably more accurate. Who knows? We'll find out. Do a nice extra long next Sunday because I believe, let's look at this calendar here.
I am gone next Sunday.
Oh no!
I will be in Vegas.
You son of a bitch.
Oh.
For medieval times?
Damn, dude. I didn't know we were robbing Peter to pay Paul. I totally forgot you were gone. Damn. Now I'm going to have to make all these weird jokes about you not talking. Rip.
Isn't that a normal game session?
Rip-a-roni.
Oh,
Hey, now I RP tonight.
You did great, man.
Taking shots.
Hyro's forcing you all to talk over here.
I mean,
Bro, I don't want to be the guy that has to like steal all the thunder either. I want to give the opportunities. So
I see him smiling over there being like, the stage is set for you.
I'm like, Drake, you gotta take it, do it.
I
Something.
forgot. I honestly 100%.
You're like,
forgot
yeah,
where I
then
was
you're
going
like,
at some point.
Drake
why
circled.
was I doing this?
I got lost in the maps, man.
Drake got circled so hard. You reminded me of when I was drunk in college trying to talk to other girls. Hey, what's your major? He eventually just was like, got lost in the sauce. I love it. It was so good.
It was good.
So you're saying there's a map?
One, Morgan is just like me in that way, and two, he totally is focused on the maps, and so was I. So you know what? It wasn't wrong.
No, I haven't thought it was very accurate, RP. It was great. I loved it. But that is where we're going to love you.
What happened to your wife again?
Disadvantage.
Yeah, so maps and shit, and how'd she die?
How'd she die?
And then I roll like Morgan anyway. So
Yeah.
a 2 and a 5.
True.
Can't get
True.
Yeah, the disadvantage didn't matter.
no, not at all.
Brutal.
Would have been
All right.
funny if you double nat 20'd it somehow on a disadvantaged. I didn't remember what we were talking about. Roll.
We'll see you all next week. We'll see you tomorrow for Tyranny of Dragons. Much love, everybody. Good night.